2 years after my divorce, I had finally found a sense of true peace. This calm feeling didn't come quickly or easily to me. When my wife, Sarah, admitted she'd been seeing another man for a whole year, my whole world just fell apart. I walked away from everything we built with almost nothing there. I had a small apartment, my old truck, and the sad belief that some deep heart wounds never truly heal. That first year was the hardest. Every street corner reminded me of her. Friends had to pick sides. Family gatherings became awkward, and even things like grocery shopping felt lonely. But little by little, I rebuilt my whole life. I focused on my work, started exercising every day, and learned to enjoy quiet evenings at home without wondering where she was. By the second year, I rarely thought about her. I wasn't angry anymore. I accepted that the marriage had ended because trust had died long before the papers were signed. Then, one rainy Tuesday morning, there was a knock on my door. 2 officers were standing there. "Are you Daniel Carter?" one asked. My heart skipped a beat. They told me I needed to come with them to answer some questions. My mind was racing because I was innocent. I couldn't imagine why the police wanted to talk to me. At the station, they put a folder on the table. Inside were several photos. One of them showed Sarah. "When was the last time you saw your ex-wife?" the detective asked. I told him I had not seen her since the day of our divorce. He studied my face for a long time. Then he told me they believed she had disappeared 3 days ago. I was stunned. Despite everything, I never wanted anything bad to happen to her. The detective said, "We found your name in her recent phone records." I was confused because I hadn't spoken to her. Then I remembered, after the divorce, I had forgotten to remove an old emergency phone line from a family account I barely used. Someone must have been using it. I gave the police every password and document I had. Later, they called me back with the truth. It was stranger than anyone expected. Sarah's boyfriend, the man she left me for, had secretly been using that old phone line to talk to people while hiding his identity. He had taken one of the unused SIM cards years ago, without my knowledge. This fake connection made the police look at me first. Thankfully, security footage and location data proved I was innocent. Days later, the police found her alive in another city. She hadn't been kidnapped. She had actually run away after discovering the man she trusted had stolen thousands of dollars from her and disappeared. She was embarrassed and afraid, so she avoided everyone, including her family. After giving her statement, she asked to meet me. At first, I said no. Then I got curious. We met at a small coffee shop. She looked nothing like the confident woman I remembered. Her eyes were tired, and her proud smile was gone. "I'm sorry," she whispered softly before I even sat down. I stayed silent, waiting for her to speak. "I thought I was chasing a better life," she went on. "Instead, I destroyed the best thing I had." For years, I had wanted to hear those words. But now that they were finally being said, they didn't bring me joy, only sadness. "You don't owe me forgiveness," she said with tears in her eyes. "I know," I replied softly. She nodded. "I just wanted you to know that you deserve better." Those words meant more than any apology. We talked for an hour about what we lost because of one terrible choice. When we left, she asked, "Do you hate me?" I looked at her for a long time. "No," I said, "I don't hate you. I just don't belong in your future anymore." She cried quietly, and then we left. That was the last time I saw her. As I walked back to my truck, I realized the police hadn't come to destroy the peaceful life I had built. They had given me something special. Closure, not just because Sarah suffered, but because I finally understood that moving on isn't about waiting for apologies. It's about building a life so full of peace that mistakes in the past cannot define your happiness or your future at all right now.